I knew you would come.
Yeah, well, don't get any ideas about me being your sidekick. But I'm on the trail of the Carnage Killer, and tracking's a little out of my wheelhouse.
Ah, yes, the killer. I thought he might be you. But I have watched you, and I see that you are no madman.
You spied on me?
Only briefly. There is much a hunter can learn from observation. I see the way you carry yourself like a lost child, that you lack someone to guide you, to help you become a man. I have no son of my own. I do not want my legacy to die with me. I can make you the ultimate hunter. Let us work together to find this Carnage Killer and suppress the crime wave. Let us do together what we could not do alone.
I'm still gonna operate on my own.
Of course, as will I. But we will be there for each other when it is needed.
I have to admit, Craven, all this is leading me to the big fish I never used to find before.
The truck will be here soon! Get the package ready!
Gotta get a photo of that crate of Oscorp tech, so I can trace it.
This crate is heavier than your mother! If you drop that, I'm not taking the blame for you! Quick, get the crate loaded before someone sees us!
Couldn't ask for a better picture.
That Oscorp deck will go to this.
Man, what I could do with equipment like this. Harry won't mind if I borrow this for a little while.
Fundraiser is tonight. They will have put their plan into action already. You must go to the location and stop them.
Just one problem. I don't have an invitation, and I'm guessing you don't either.
Then we must improvise. I am too well known to bypass security. But under your mask, Spider-Man, nobody knows who you are.
Here's a hint. I'm not rich enough to go to this.
Then you will find a way. I believe in you.
I'm chatting with Fisk. See what he knows about all this. But I kinda have a feeling he's not the most approachable guy in the world. And none of it matters if I can't get inside. Wait, I think I've got it. With that fundraiser's level of security, I can't use my press pass to bluff my way in. Unless I'm really supposed to be there. But a photographer needs a reporter, and I bet I know one who's already planning to go. way am I missing that fundraiser? Oh, Whitney! Thanks again for using me on this.
Hey, I get it. College is expensive. You want to make easy money taking boring pictures of wrinkly rich people? Go nuts! But you should probably stay away from me.
Let me guess, you've got some pointed questions about the task force?
Among other things. I give it 10 minutes before I get kicked out.
Hey, Harry!
Pete! Oh man, I know we haven't seen each other much since we were kids, but this doesn't seem like your kind of scene.
Society pages. I'm a part-time photographer for the Bugle. Smile. Great, got it. Thanks. Fisk is putting a pretty big target on his back. Why do you think he does it?
He grew up in Hell's Kitchen. Lots of crime, gangs. I think this is his way of taking control. Standing up to the guys who bullied him when he was a kid. But knowing Fisk, he's also got a plan in place to profit from it.
Whitney Chang says the cops on the task force are crooked too.
I just supply the tech. Fisk handpicked the men. But the police chief cleared them all.
The chief's desperate to stop the crime wave. He's not gonna argue with the guy who's helping him do that.
Well, one thing's for sure. The task force is getting results. And no one likes to mess with success.
Hey, I gotta ask. Why Fisk? I hear some pretty shady rumors about him.
He's the only one rich enough who is willing to work with me. I've got a lot on my plate. I can't waste time worrying about people attacking Oscorp. And our public image could use a boost. I'll tell you this, though. The rumors are true. Fisk is definitely into some illegal stuff. But good luck proving it.
Drinks, gentlemen? Take.
Whoops. Sorry.
You know, don't worry about it. I gotta go anyways. I've got, important things to do.
Me too. Something fishy about that guy. Better follow him. Time to get into my work clothes. No doorbell. Guess I better get creative.
Please, what do you want?
From you, nothing. We just need your waiter uniform, so we can serve Fisk a special recipe.
What are you gonna do with...
How quick? Don't feel bad. You're not... All right, you're not good.
Spider Slam!
Thank you. I was so scared.
Thanks for liberating me, bruh.
Why can't...
Smashing. Thank you indeed.
Who can resist that? Open sesame. Okay, that didn't work. On to plan B. Just what I wanted. It's my lucky day.
You won't get me so easily, Spider!
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight.
Skinny, ain't you?
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong. And the judges give Spidey a perfect score! Okay, the judges are just in my head, but still. Well, I saved Fisk from the Russians. Now to find out if I have to save anyone else from him. Nobody knows Fisk as well as these folks. Better keep my ears open. I can check that one off my list. Oh yeah!
The police must really be desperate if they're working with Fisk and Oscorp, given their reputations.
I think they'd team up with Count Dracula if he could stop the gang war. If the crime rate doesn't go down soon, heads are gonna roll.
Of course, Fisk is corrupt, but he's a businessman first and foremost. And at the end of the day, he does more good for this city than bad.
What did that lunatic with the robots call himself? A spider slayer? Well, let's send flowers to his widow. We've made a handsome profit repairing the damage he caused to this city. However, this may expose us to an unacceptably high tax burden. We will reduce said profits by redirecting them to a non-profit organization, the Ravencroft Institute for the Criminally Insane. In addition to the tax benefits, our funding arrangement with Ravencroft could yield some interesting medical breakthroughs. Very interesting indeed.
Everyone's got an angle. That's what Daddy always said. So I know there's a catch. But the offer the big guy made me, it's too good to pass up. A get-out-of-jail-free card, money, and best of all, power. Real power. The kind Spider-Man has. I'll be playing in the majors at last. That's the other thing Daddy said. In this world, there are winners and losers. This is my chance to be a winner. The price doesn't matter. I'm going to do it.
The problem is the gangs have all this money, and the police have to deal with budget cuts.
That's why this fundraiser's so important. We need the task force to make it a fair fight.
Have you seen the task force equipment? State of the art. It's about time we got serious about cleaning up these streets.
Isn't it kind of ironic for Wilson Fisk to be having an anti-crime fundraiser?
There is a big difference between white-collar crime and people shooting each other in the streets. If Fisk can end the gang wars, what do I care if he cheats on his taxes?
All I know is Spider-Man saved my brother's life. He didn't ask for money or anything. He's okay in my book.
Yeah? What's his training? What if he hurt someone while he's saving them? Who pays their medical bills? That Daily Bugle guy is right. He's a menace.
Hey, with all these crooks turning the streets into a war zone, I'll take all the help we can get.
The task force is all the help we need. Now that Fisk is properly funding it, the police can handle this.
What's your problem with Spider-Man?
My problem is no one should have that kind of power without having to answer to the public. It's like that old saying, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
It's not really absolute power. He's not ruling us. I see it more like great power. And what's to say he's not using that great power responsibly? Don't you think there's at least a chance of that?
Ha! You've been reading too many comic books, pal.
I am so glad Wilson is finally doing something about the crime in this city.
So, this is gonna sound like a bad pickup line, but you seem really familiar. Have we met?
Judging from your bargain basement suit, I doubt we move in the same circles.
Oh, I get it. One with a silver spoon in your mouth, huh?
Hardly. For me, silver's an acquired taste.
Well, I'm here for the Daily Bugle, so, you know anything interesting about Fisk?
I know he hangs out with rich older men, and you're scaring him off, so I'll have to say goodbye. Look me up when you move out of your mom's basement.
I don't live with my mom. I live with my aunt. Well, nice meeting you. My name's Peter. As if you care.
I'm Felicia.
But what? Well, he knows how to make an entrance. By blotting out the sun. Time to talk to the big man himself.
Hey, back off.
Should I tell Whitney Chang he has no comment on the Russian mobsters tied up downstairs?
It's all right. I like this young man's boldness. He mustn't reveal that to anyone. It would play into the criminals' hands. They want to make people afraid to support my anti-crime efforts.
But if no one knows what they did, they'll get away with it. And try again.
Oh, I assure you, they will not get away with it.
Meaning what, exactly?
Well, the task force will get them, of course. We've been gathering intelligence on this organization for some time.
But no one's been able to stop them yet. Not the police, not Spider-Man.
Don't say that name to me! Spider-Man. He fancies himself a hero. But he's let crime run rampant. The police are bound by the laws of probable cause. Spider-Man is not. If he hasn't stopped this scum by now, he's either incompetent, or he simply doesn't care.
What's your beef with Spider-Man? Seems like you're after the same thing.
If Spider-Man is going to operate outside the law, one would think he can accomplish things more expediently.
but he contents himself with apprehending purse snatchers. He's a dilettante, a thrill seeker, worse than useless. Still, he does seem popular with children. In fact, I recently secured his likeness rights.
You what? How about this Carnage killer? Is the task force chasing him?
We are interested in catching anyone who commits a crime. But it's a lot harder to find one man than an entire gang of them.
And I bet the fact he's killing guys you don't like doesn't exactly bother you.
I do not condone murder, of course. But am I shedding tears for his victims? No, I am not.
Gathering intelligence, huh? Find out anything interesting?
The Russians are clever. They operate in cells, each knowing very little about the others. When one group is taken down, it rarely leads to further arrests.
But someone's got to be calling the shots.
Well, they do have a central base of operations, but very few know where it is. Finding it will be another matter entirely. It's this very war that will be the end of the gangs. The more they escalate, the harder it becomes for them to hide.
Wait, are you saying the Russians are still smuggling guns into the city?
Don't put words in my mouth, young man. I'm just a backer. I leave the crime fighting to trained professionals. Now, excuse me. I have funds to raise.
Yeah, I've got, important things to do, too.